Hey everybody, it's Tobe. I wanted to do a video today because just about every one I've done in the past, except for probably when I was actually in the hospital, almost 2 years ago now, I wasn't feeling well. And, most of the videos I do feel better than average. I wait to kind of feel those times because I'm just feeling really joyful, and I always try to be joyful feeling about each thing. But today's going to be a little different because I have been really suffering with a few different issues. Just overall more lightheaded and just feeling absolutely in the clouds for the last almost 2 weeks now than I've probably ever felt. Even when I was in the hospital when all this had happened, I am anxiously waiting to go back to UAB this Monday to get the latest MRI and see the doctor and see how things are going, and obviously hoping and praying nothing's going wrong or getting worse with the astrocytoma, but just curious to see what they're going to see, and just wondering why I'm feeling the way I am. Thankfully I can still do these videos and still chatting, and what I want to get into today is a couple of things that are still amazing even when I'm having a really rough day. Today, in short, was just one of these times where the Lord puts these things in your life that you weren't expecting sometimes when you really need it. And in short, I was feeling half decent this morning, and it's a Saturday. Wanted to take the kids and McKenna and her boyfriend Malachi, with my wife, of course, to a park where there's supposed to be some eagles. And I drove out there, felt decent enough to drive to the park, and we got there and we asked one of the guys if he could give us an idea where the eagles were found, and he said he had heard nothing of them finding them this year, even though I saw some things on the internet and Facebook about it. So that was kind of disappointing that that's what we were really going out there for, and it wasn't going to happen. So there was another little park that we've gone to a few times. That's in Orange Beach, about 30-40 minutes away. And I knew Trinity likes, and Michaela likes it on occasion. And Malachi and McKenna, they seem to like things no matter what. They enjoy being out and doing things with the family. But I was feeling a lot worse, so Vicky drove to that park. They spent some time there where I pretty much just didn't do anything and just kind of felt out of it. And then after they left there, while we were in the area, they wanted to go get some ice cream at, I can't remember the name of the place even, but, I wasn't feeling great. But the sun is out, as you can see it right now. So while they went inside, I stayed outside of the store, and there was no one around. And I was sitting outside on one of the chairs and tables and just totally in the clouds, closed my eyes, where I almost felt like I was just in dreamland and sleeping, but I wasn't asleep. And what was an absolute amazing thing was all of a sudden I feel a hand on my shoulder, and I start hearing this beautiful voice singing to the Lord a song. And I'm stunned. It's like I know it's really happening. It's not like a dream. And I'm thinking, okay, while my eyes are still closed, maybe someone saw the Christian shirt I'm wearing and they know I'm a Christian, and what would make them want to do that? And I turn around and see a lady named Tony, and it's spelled with an I at the end. And she's one of the people that have to take my blood test when I had a year of the chemo last year, and was just one of these many examples of someone that you meet that thankfully she said that I had uplifted her from my faith dealing with everything. And this was one of these times where her friendship was an absolute blessing, and was just a shock that she happened to be at the same place at the same time, and I had no idea she could sing. And I hear this beautiful voice singing to the Lord behind me, and it was stunning. And I just turned around and saw who it was, and just gave her a hug, and she prayed for me right there, and just wanted me, she knows that what I'm battling with, and it changes everything. Does it make me instantly not lightheaded anymore? I wish I could say it did, but oh, did I feel better? Definitely. And I got to meet her husband for the first time because I had never met him. I only really see her when I was always at one of the doctor's offices. So that was an incredible blessing for sure. Sorry, I'm getting interrupted with the video, but what was neat about that was obviously just that was something I had no idea who it was. It was almost like an angel coming to me singing this beautiful Christian song, and that was something pretty special. The last thing I want to mention also is something that you might have seen a couple of other areas about my brother's camp. My brother Mike lives in Waxahachie, just south of Dallas, and he made had one of these things where the Lord just talked to him and gave him this message that he's to run a Christian camp for troubled teens, for boys. And if you've seen any of the stuff that I've had on some of the things, his camp was actually what I wrote the song for. That took almost a year to write. Now is the time. And the lyrics are all about the Lord's lyrics, which I think come from the Bible, which are really geared towards these, this youth that are going to need to realize how much the Lord looks after them and loves them and wants that relationship with these youth. So I've got something today. I don't know if you can see this or not. I want you, if you have a chance, to just research his camp. You can find it online. It's the Moretime Ranch. And with that information, you may know someone that lives over that way that may have a child, or a son that needs to look into this camp. It is a non-profit Christian camp. And another thing about the non-profit, you may also know someone that lives over that way that can help donate. I mean, they're looking for anything that they can get. The cost of these expenses when they have these kids come for the weekend and they go do events as well are thousands of dollars. And thankfully they had some people step up and help donate that for their first time that they've done the camp, even though this camp's been almost 2 years in the making, I believe. But they're looking for the next camp, I believe, is in either March or April. And again, you could find this information out by looking into it more. But they need help with that financially. So if you know anyone that's able to do that, that heart is there to want to maybe move towards that direction, please keep that in mind. Again, it's the Moretime Ranch. And like I said, the number I think is back here. And if you forget it, feel free to contact me and I can get you to friend them direct. I hope God is blessing you. He continues to bless me, and as I keep fighting through these battles, and no matter what news I hear come Monday with the results of the next MRI, I'm going to continue to praise the Lord. And the prayers that you guys continue to give for me, and the strength, and all the things that have happened, that I know you're there. My brothers and sisters in Christ is speechless for me to tell you how much that uplifts me. So I wish you a wonderful weekend and a week to come, and God bless you all. I love you all.